afternoon, Facebook. Good afternoon, YouTube. Welcome to my channel. Welcome to my space. Right. I did say that I was going to do this video 4:45, but it's almost 5:45 now. That's because my internet was, well, it wasn't really my internet. I was trying to use this new app, Restream, where I had to stream on multiple platforms. My first time of using it. I've experimented with it some time ago. And today I decided to stream on both apps. So I'm live on YouTube, I'd want to believe, and I'm live on my Facebook. So if you're on Facebook, just give me a high five. If you're on YouTube, high five as well. Thank you for being here. My name is Sarbo. At least we got to do it. First time I tried it, it was all over the place. The audio was not there. The video was freezing. So I hope that we are live now and then people can see me and people can hear me. Welcome to the Monday Classic. My name is Ewine Osarabo Esagbedo. As you can see on the screen, I thought I put it there. Today's topic is a very interesting one. It's titled Sense of Entitlement. Interesting, you would say. Yes, that's because that's a topic that keeps coming, every time that topic keeps coming. I'm just checking if, just to see, oh yeah, just checking that I was live on Facebook and YouTube. Yes, I am live on YouTube. If you're here, just give me a thumbs up and say hello. Anyway, welcome once again to my stream. As you can see, kindly subscribe, kindly like my page if you've not subscribed before. Like I said, my name is Ewanu Saraboy Sangbedo, and today's topic is sense of entitlement. By profession, I'm a registered nurse, and my passion is health and fitness. Although I wouldn't consider myself to be healthy and fit as we speak, because I've gained a lot of weight trying to lose it, and God help me, I hope I will. Thank you for joining. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe. So sense of entitlement, you would say, ooh, that's interesting. Yes, that's because that is an interesting topic. I came across something on Facebook yesterday, and it's a sentence that somebody wrote on their page. It was really interesting. And it goes, I'm going to read it verbatim like I saw it on Facebook. It says, learn to disappoint people, especially the entitled ones. We have too many people who think that you owe them your life. I'm going to repeat that. Thank you for joining. Please subscribe if you're new to my channel. Thank you so much. I'm going to repeat that. It says, learn to disappoint people, especially the entitled ones. That means we have a lot of entitled people around us. We have too many people who think that you owe them your life. If you agree, give me a thumbs up. And if you disagree, just in the comment section, just thumbs down that, we have too many entitled people, and leave a comment, please. You begin to, it got me thinking that, yeah, I need to talk about this sense of entitlement as a topic. And I decided to do a bit more research, and AI defined sense of entitlement as a personality trait where, again, I'm reading this verbatim, just like it was written on AI. It says, sense of entitlement is a personality trait where someone believes that they deserve special treatment, privilege, or recognition without having to earn them. And it's often with an underlying you owe me mentality. I'll repeat it. Sense of entitlement is a personality trait. So people are just like that. They are born with it. That is who they are. It's not just something that comes and goes. It's a personality trait where people believe that they deserve special treatment because they are who they are. They deserve special privilege or recognition without having to earn for that special privilege, because they feel that you owe them. That I owe you, or rather you owe me mentality. And there's another title that I read somewhere. It says, it is a self-absorbed view of the world and little regard or empathy for their impact on others. So it's a self-absorbed, it's all about me mentality, as they call it. A self-absorbed view of the world and little regard for others. Your behavior, how it's impacting on others, you don't care. your entitlement, how it's impacting on others, you don't get, because you think that everybody owes you something nice, everybody owes you a privilege. And in this day and age, they call it the current mentality, where people are expected to be treated like, it's all about them. The world does not revolve around you. The world does not revolve around you, okay? And so the key characteristics of being a self-entitled person, and I hope that we are not. If you don't know the theme of the month for this my platform, Divinely Classic, it is a month of positive change, and we're trying to change the not so nice character traits, beliefs, the things that we do, the way we live. That's what we're trying to change this month. And being a self-entitled person, from everything that we learned today, it is a negative trait, I would say. So let's try to change that. Some of the key characteristics. One is there is that belief in unearned privilege, like we have read earlier. Belief in unearned privilege. You don't have to work for it, because you're very special, because you're who you are. People have to, give you that special privilege, not necessarily through efforts. You see, in a place, some people, it could be anywhere. It could be at your workplace. It could be a group of friends. It could be in the family, anywhere at all, where people think they don't have to be kind to others for others to be kind to them. They think, oh yeah, you have to, it's me. You have to be nice to me. You have to give me this thing, because they think that they are currents, not through effort. They don't have to do anything. You just have to do something for them, because they are extra special. Sense of entitlement. Another key characteristic is unrealistic expectation. Hello, Hugo Right Foods. Thank you for joining. Kindly subscribe if you haven't. I can see you there. Thank you so much. Kindly subscribe. Kindly share this video, and tell me where you are watching from in the comment section. Tell me where you are watching from. I reside in Aldridge, United Kingdom. Tell me where you're watching from. Are you watching from Facebook? Are you watching from YouTube? Just give me a thumbs up. Share this live video. And again, the title is Sense of Entitlement. Okay. The second key characteristic of entitled people is unrealistic expectation. They want the other person to meet their needs without reciprocating. So you see, self-entitled people, they always want to take. It's all about me, me, me. It's all about what they can get from you, not necessarily what they can give to you. Okay. They always want the other person to be the kinder person. They want the other person to be the more sensible person. They want the other person to make things work. If you, being the other person, don't do the right things, things will not work. That is a sense of entitlement. And it's a very negative trait. It is a negative personality, if I might say. So that's another key characteristic of being self-entitled. The first one is belief in unearned privilege. The second one is unrealistic expectation without reciprocating. The third one is, drum roll, you owe me personality. You owe me belief. Where people believe that you or every other person is obligated to provide favor for them. They believe that you or every other person around them is obligated to provide favor, to provide benefits in exchange for nothing. Again, it goes back to the points too. There's no reciprocating your kindness to them. When you do things for them, they think that it is because they are special. It is because they are, extra nice, not necessarily because you were kind, not necessarily because you just want to do it. Again, you owe me mentality. If you have that kind of relationship with anybody, I will get to the other part of it, where this kind of behavior, it's everywhere. It's in marriages, it's in siblings, it's in friends, it's everywhere. It's everywhere. Parents and children. That self-entitled personality. I'm thinking that this would spiral into next week because this topic is so broad. I actually have somebody who said they were going to call in to this program when I decided to talk about self-entitlement because it's so broad. It's so broad. So the third, or rather the fourth characteristic of a self-entitled person is disregard for others' needs. Disregard for others' need. They do not care about your need, lack of consideration for the effort or the feeling of others, as long as they get what they want. A self-entitled person does not care how you get that thing, as long as you get it for them, especially when their desires are met or how their desires will be met. They do not care the lengths that you have to go to make them happy, to give them what they want from you. They disregard how you feel. They disregard, the effort they think because you're special. That is why you are doing those things for them. And also, there's an outrage when you do not do those things for them. A self-entitled person, have you noticed? When they ask you to do something for them and you go, oh, do you know what? I can't do it this time. They get angry at you. And it might be this is the same person that you've been helping in one way or the other. This is the same person that when they come to you, you try your very best to support them as much as you can. You try your very best. Sometimes it's not very convenient for you. They wouldn't know. They wouldn't know that whatever that you were giving to them, it's not like you have too much, but you're just trying to just please them because you know that okay, if you take from this that they've asked for, say they ask for something, and you take from yours and give to them, it's not going to kill you anyway. It might inconvenience you. It's not going to kill you. But the self-entitled person will not consider the fact that you are going to inconvenience yourself to please them. And there's an outrage if you don't do it, if you don't give them what they want. Some will block you, some will not call you, some will say, oh, that person is a bad person. Then they'll begin to recount the things that you haven't done or the bad things that you have done and conveniently forget the times that you've stood up for them. They will conveniently forget the times that you've been kind. They would forget how you have gone out of your way. There are times that people, I'll use myself as an example. People would ask, oh, please, can you give me some money? Not as a gift. No, no, I ain't no bank. Probably borrow me some money. And honestly, I would not have enough at the time to just take and give. But I don't mind going to my overdraft. I say, okay, God, I'm going to get my salary soon anyway. Going to my overdraft, taking that money, giving to that person just for them to meet that need at the time. And several times I will have to be paid the overdraft fees. Yes, they would definitely pay me the money, but there's been an inconvenience for me to satisfy you at the time. A self-entitled person will not consider that. And that's one occasion where you go, oh, do you know what? I really can't do it this time. They're going to be angry. They're going to say, oh, okay, okay. They begin to give sly remarks, some things, some attitude, which they are referring to you. So a self-entitled person, I just hope I am not one, I pray. And if you're here or if you're listening to this video or watching this video and some of these traits relate to you, you better change. This is the amount of positive change. You better refrain from being a self-entitled person. I'm going to run through the examples now because I like my videos to be short. Example of a self-entitled person is a teenager and their parents. You can say, oh, a teenager. Yes. Like I mentioned earlier, self-entitlement runs through every fabric of the society, the government and the people. Well, the government and the people. The government does owe the people services, but the people also owe the government some things in terms of their taxes. It's give and take. Every relationship is give and take. Teenagers and their parents is when that young person is angry at their parents. Hello, my day's been fab. Olu Nolu, thank you so much for being here. Hi, yeah, I can see you. Thank you. Kindly thumbs up, kindly subscribe. Please, 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 if you haven't. If you're watching, please, Facebook, YouTube, Subscribe. We need more subscribers. Hi, Jeff Moran. Thank you so much for being here. Share this video. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I can see you. Please share. So self-entitled person, a parent and their child, their teenager, not even teenagers, some younger children who believe that mommy or daddy have to buy them everything that is current, everything that is new. Apparently, there are some new trainers every year. Or maybe some big brands, they bring out new ones every year. And some people expect their parents to get it for them. If your parents can get it for you, fair and good, bravo. But if they cannot financially, you don't have to have it because it's not what you need to survive. Okay, so that's self entitlement that, oh, I need it, or I need a new smartphone, iPhone 20, whatever. It's not right. If you can afford it, go get it for yourself. If it was that easy, go and get it for yourself. Another example of an entitled person is where people feel superior to others, where they believe that, they can be exempted from rules that apply to others. This is very common in the workplace. You see people who think why others are slaving it out there, they shouldn't be doing that much really because of who they think they are. You're watching from Scotland. Thank you so much. Thank you. Kindly share, kindly subscribe to my channel if you haven't. Thank you. You go right foot. Thank you. Okay, so people believe that they feel superior to others. That's the exact definition of Karen. Are you a Karen? I don't know if there's a male name for it, but that is Karen, where they think they need to be treated superiorly, if that is the right word. I know that's not correct. Basically, they just feel that they need special privilege because of who they are. And another example of people with sense of entitlement is demanding that immediate service. Again, current mentality kicking in now. I want to have it and I want to have it now, and they feel that people are obligated to respect their perceived importance. I like that word, perceived importance, because you think you're important. Yes, you're important to you, but hey, I'm equally important as well. I'm as important as you are. You know more better than I am. Okay, so that current mentality should be kept in your house before you leave. Okay. Another example of sense of entitlement is the relationship between friends and family. Oh, this is an interesting one. In the diaspora, right. This I'm going to elaborate more on. And I do not mean to disrespect anybody at all, please. This is not aimed at anybody. It's a very generic example. An example is for people, originally I'm from Nigeria. I was born and bred in Nigeria. And you have family back home, you have friends back home. You grew up with a lot of people. And I'm not going to say everybody because that is not correct, but majority, I don't know if majority is, well, a decent number of people back home think that you owe them money because they believe that you have more than them. They believe that it's easier for you out here. Yeah, there's no doubt things are better. Quality of life is better generally because we have people back home who live way better than we do here. That's a fact. People back home in Nigeria who are wealthier than we do here, who can spend money even more than we can spend money. But overall, you still have that friend, you still have that family who think because you are abroad or in the diaspora, you owe them automatically. And if you have, I'm not saying don't give, I'm not saying don't show compassion. It's a good thing to be a giver. I'm a Christian. And the Bible says it is more blessed to give than to receive, which is fine. But when people begin to feel entitled to your own money because you they perceive or they believe that you are financially better than them, then I'm going to say, hold up, hold up, hold up. I'm not doing that with you. You are not entitled to my money. You are not entitled to my sweat because my money is my sweat. You do not know how how much labor I have put into this. I watched a video on YouTube the other day. Somebody said, so the person was at work at night. I used to do loads of night shift. Only recently I've stopped doing nights for now. The person said, I am here working at night, and somebody who is expecting my money is asleep right now. And it's so true. It is so true. You working, at night, doing your night job, going home, sleeping for a few hours, going back again. But there's somebody out there who think that that money that you work is theirs, or you should give it to them. And it's not just one person, it's not two people, it's not three people. You have a lot of people who are thinking that way. So that is sense of entitlement, just because you are in the diaspora. And then again, there is the relationship between um, intimate partners. That is a very controversial one. When I say intimate, like a spouse, your husband, your wife, in terms of um, um, how money is being spent in the house or how money is being used, it applies to individually. Yeah, that's the word. It's very individual to your marriage, to your partner, how you decide to utilize your joint fund. But do you have a right to your own individual fund, your personal fund? Yes, you do. Should you be supporting your partner as much as you can? Definitely, 100%. Yes, you should. But should your partner believe that you should be giving them all your money, sense of entitlement, because I don't know, maybe because you're a female, the man will think, okay, you give me all your money, or because you are a man, and the woman will think, oh, you are the man of your house, of the house, you use all the money. So it's both ways. It's not just one way. So it depends on where you fall, at this table. It depends on where you are. It's both ways, sense of entitlement. How much entitled are you to other people's money? How much entitled, even to their time? Some people want you to be on the phone with them 247. Some people want you to be at the other end of the phone so that every minute they call you, you're going to be there. If they call you, you don't call back, that's problem. They feel entitled to your time. And time, they say, is money. I can't be at the other end of the phone waiting for you. So sense of entitlement goes, it's very broad. Like I said, next week, I will see if I can do it a calling program where people can call in and you tell us what you think. Because somebody actually told me that they were going to call into this program because sense of entitlement. And the person said, interesting example that the person gave, that the sense of entitlement for that person is when young girls feel entitled to their boyfriend's money. And I thought that's interesting because most girls, they think their boyfriend should be, payrolling them, if that's the right word to use, should be giving them money. It's not a bad thing if you give your girlfriend money. And girls, it's not about it if you give your boyfriend money as well. Money, financial wealth is not gender based, it's not gender conscious. Men can be very rich, women can be very rich, okay? So do not think because you are the weakest sex, they have to give you money all the time. It does not work like that. So that's those are some of the examples that we will discuss now. And quickly, I'm going to run to the how to deal with self-entitled people. How to deal with them. One, set very clear and consistent boundary. People are not going to like you. People are, this video that I've just done, I know some people going to say, oh, Ewan, you're talking to me, blah, 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 blah. And then I remember the song, who the cat fits, let them wear it. If you think you're self-entitled, yes, then I'm talking to you. Because the topic is self-entitlement or sense of entitlement. Okay? So if the cap fits, you can boldly put it on. But I know this is a generic message for everybody, just to just to share this topic. So set clear and consistent boundary if you know that you're dealing with self-entitled people. Be very clear, be very consistent. You say they come with some stories, but you know what? No, I'm not buying this. And when people recognize boundary, they stick to it. It's up to you to be consistent. If you're consistent with your boundaries, people are going to respect it. I'm telling you. And then stop enabling bad behavior. Self-entitled people, they display bad behaviors and they want you to consistently or to enable your bad behavior. If you don't enable your bad behavior, they're going to go, oh, that lady or that girl, she's so mean. The other day I called her for this. She didn't do this. She did this. She didn't do that. Stop enabling it. Let them talk. Let them talk. If they think you're a bad person, so what? Being good is a good thing. But just because some people think you're bad doesn't necessarily mean you're bad. So, how to deal with self-entitled people? Delay gratification. Okay? If you can, that does not mean you shouldn't show compassion. That does not mean you shouldn't be empathetic to them. But sometimes delay gratification, especially when you know that no life is at risk here. That's a gratification or whatever they've asked for. If they don't get it, they're not going to die. Nothing major is going to happen. And trust me, one thing I've noticed is, do not think that without you the world will stop. Nope. It's a good thing to give. It's a good thing to help. But if you do not do it, especially for self-entitled people, they will still get around to get it from somebody else who constantly wants to enable your bad behavior. So do not enable bad behaviors like that. You can do that by delaying gratification. Another way is you can offer guidance, but do not do the work for them. You can offer guidance to them. Say, oh, do you need this thing? This is how you can do it. This is where you can go and get this thing, but do not do it for them. Let them do the work. Let them do the work. And also recognize that you cannot change self-entitled people. No matter how much you give, they are still going to come back. And when you stop giving, that's when there will be a problem. As soon as you recognize that you can't change them, that would even make you set clear boundaries. Okay. At this junction, I'm going to end this video here, and I hope that you've enjoyed it, and I hope that you've commented. I hope that you've subscribed to my channel if you haven't. Next week, I would see if I can do a calling program, because somebody said they want to share their experience of self-entitled people. They actually have a personal experience that they want to share. I will see if I can share my number so that people can call in. On that note, I will end this video, and I will see you in my next stream. Until then, take care of yourself and have a good day. Bye bye.